was something I always wanted to try in college. I was a theater major in college, and it was something that I always wanted to be a comedic actress, and stand-up comedy was always something I'd wanted to try, but I was like, there's no way I can really just go up on stage alone and do my own, like with my own words. I was always used to performing someone else's, but I just tried it. There was an all-women's stand-up comedy show at my college, and I think that gave me the confidence and like the strength, because I knew most of the women on it was their first time performing. So like the whole show was set up to kind of be inclusive and like really like open for a lot of women, since they were so underrepresented, and that was exactly why I felt comfortable getting on stage, and then that was it. So it was my senior year of college. It was awful. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually, I had so much, my first stand-up set, I was very spoiled, and I had so many supportive friends and other theater majors in the crowd, and I remember I just went up and I told like a 5-minute story, which I think is kind of like it's kind of a stereotype of like a lot of newer comics. They usually go up with just like here's a funny story that happened with me, which is really not my style at all anymore. So it's kind of funny that my first time, that was my initiation. Beth Stelling. She's on the stand-ups on Netflix. She's an LA-based comic currently. But she's from Chicago, and she has a comedy album called Simply the Beth that I fell in love with. And then her Netflix special she's on the stand-up. She's the 5th episode on the 1st season. Is incredible, and she is my favorite comedian. She's very much the style that I feel is very much mine and what I want to kind of inspire to be. So Beth Stelling for sure. What's so funny is that for the longest time, I think my favorite sitcom was truly like if I had to pick the classic sitcom, it would be Friends. But recently, I rewatched it when there was the scare of it going away from Netflix, and I could not get past so much of the outdated humor that was just like, ugh, like, oh, we don't say this in 2018. So I recently decided, I guess, that my favorite sitcom, or I guess it's not, but it's a comedy show, would be Gilmore Girls, and that was very much, it's written by Amy Sherman Palladino, who also now writes my Gilmore Girls. Let me preface. Gilmore Girls was like my favorite sitcom or comedy show of my life. I think it's an hour-long show, but the writing is so fast-paced. Amy Sherman Palladino is incredible. It has 2 strong female comedian leads, and then the writing is also done by a woman, which maybe that's just why I liked it so much. But then now she wrote Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and that right now is like my newest favorite. It's not on Netflix, it's on Amazon though, but it's brilliant, and it's very much, I love that it's a woman, and she's also pursuing comedy, and the writing is just incredible, and the performances are great. It's also funny. I really miss Mad TV. I don't know. For me, Mad TV was always here, and SNL was always kind of like here. So Mad TV I kind of miss, but I guess that would have been my favorite sketch show then, and I watch a lot of the older stuff of Mad TV. My Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny's my favorite comedy film. Absolutely. I used to memorize the Marissa Tomei, her speech of like, you're gonna shoot a deer. I don't know if you know that part. It's just impeccable. My Cousin Vinny. One of the funniest movies in the world. Ron White's joke about, he has a joke about his tire falling off from a Sears auto place, and it is one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard, and it's I forget what special it's in of his, but it is insane, and you can there's multiple YouTube videos of it. I think it's that one. It's Ron White, his van turning into a tripod, and that maybe is one of my favorite jokes he's ever written. Beth Stelling. It would be a dream to open for Beth Stelling if she like went on tour. That would be my dream. I would be an honor to get roasted by Beth. Let me just go ahead and put it there. Let me think. Jim Carrey would be so fun, I think, just because I would love to see what he would do physical with me, and make fun of me. And also in high school, I was given the Jim Carrey Award for my animated face, so that would just be like a fun. So definitely Beth Stelling, Jim Carrey. I think it would be really Eliza Schlesinger. I would definitely want it majority like women. I would want women to be roasting me. That's like the only way it's acceptable. No, just kidding. Eliza, she's incredible. Beth, incredible. Jim Carrey, incredible. So physical. Robin Williams, obviously. R.I.P. God, what a dream. And then probably, what would the fifth one be? Ron White. Absolutely Ron White. So I always did comedic acting, which kind of led to my love of improv and then sketch. But out of all of the comedic art forms, stand-up has just always been, I think, or it always just felt like, wow, I get to combine writing and performing, and it all gets to be in my voice. Stand-up is definitely my number one. I would say second. I would say second is improv. I would say like third is sketch, and then. But my overall dream was, I think, to always be a comedic actress, and I just think I think stand-up can open a door for a lot more. The beauty of my favorite part about stand-up is that I think it opens the door for so many other things because you're on stage and you're proving that you can write and perform, and so it's just I love that you can go to like. You that can also help you get the writing jobs, but also performance jobs as well. But I guess I would say stand-up's number one, then improv, then sketch. I'm planning to apply to a lot of local festivals this year, which I'm really excited about. I've been doing stand-up. I'm going on my third year of like actively doing stand-up. So I would love to just be doing festivals, touring around festivals, in colleges. I would love to that would just be, I feel like that's a really great, that would be like my realm, or that would be my market, I guess I would say. So like touring colleges, and then touring and doing festivals, and headlining local clubs, beginning to towards the end, starting to headline local clubs in LA would be a dream. At Miranda Lensky, MIRANDALENSKY. Also, I run a monthly house show called or you can follow us too. That's also part of my 5-year plan. I hope Scoopty Boopties is out of my house and we don't live there anymore and we have an amazing venue and people are paying to go. But at Scoopty Boopties, it's SCOOPTYBOOPTY. I'm a co-creator on that. I obviously really want them to laugh, but I also, I hope that it's something that I'm someone they'd want to be friends with, I think too. Not only that trying to make them laugh, but someone they would continue to hang out with, just because we had fun. Fun! My name is Miranda Lensky, and you can watch my interview at acuitypie.com.